Hello, Tustinites, and welcome back to Talking Tustin. You all know me, your host, Nathan, guess who's back, Jurgen, and my co-host, maybe guest, you all know and love, and I hope you leave enough room for my fist, because I'm going to ram it into your stomach and break your goddamn spine, Jurgen. How are you doing, Anne?
What was that?
Thanks for sending those sign-ons in.
Who said? What's that from?
Running Man, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh.
It's maybe that and Total Recall probably have the best Schwarzenegger
Interesting
lines. But we're talking Tustin here, not Schwarzenegger.
Sorry.
Unless there's been some sightings.
It's been a long time since we've talked Tustin, so I guess I've kind of forgotten how to do it.
Has there been any Schwarzenegger sightings in Tustin?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, so then we're going to get into the real Tustin stuff.
Keeping my eyes peeled, though.
Okay, so all the TTs, I think that's what they're calling themselves now. The Talkin' Tustinites?
No one's calling
The double
themselves
Ts?
that. Nope.
Around town?
That's not a thing.
Okay, well, first off, it's us versus I Am Tustin almost. Because there has come up, this is going to be one of our issues today, I think.
Oh, okay.
The I Am Tustin YouTube channel.
Okay.
It's us versus them.
I have not looked at it. I don't know what it is.
Both factions of Talking Tustin and I Am Tustin were at Black Marlin this afternoon, and you could feel the tension in the air.
No, you could not.
It was palpable.
Nope. It's been about a year since we've even done this.
I think it's been about 4 months.
Oh, feels like a year.
It
has not been 4 months.
The fans have been calling in.
It's
been a
been
long
way
time.
longer than that.
No, last summer we had our last cast.
Yeah, but we don't have any merch. They have merch.
We're getting merch out.
Merch always wins.
The Double T's know what's up.
That's not
They're
a thing.
hyping us.
Stop saying
Hashtag
that.
Double T.
That's not a thing.
Hashtag Talkin' Tustin.
No one's hashtagging us.
No, okay, but we're going to talk about I Am Tustin in a little bit. I think we're going to stop the podcast, actually look at a couple of episodes, and then we'll see what we feel about it.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, the Prez Bros are doing great. I Am Tustin. I like that hashtag.
Oh, now you're supporting them.
They have the merch. Pretty much, I want a shirt and glass. I Am Tustin glass that are pretty nice.
Yep.
And they were wearing them at the Black Marlin today, so.
Yep.
Okay, but we have to get to, I believe, what I've been holding in for about 2 weeks to talk about on the cast and get your reaction to.
Wow. You've
'Cause
been
that's-
keeping a secret for 2 weeks?
I keep a lot of secrets. This
hope
one I've been
not.
keeping for 2 weeks. Almost broke it to Dr. David, but I didn't.
Okay.
Because I didn't want him to tell you anything if we ran into each other or something weird. But anyways,
I'm a little
okay.
scared.
So let's set up a little background.
Okay.
First off, how is the Little Miss Anne competition coming along? The Double T's want to know.
No one wants to know.
How is that coming along? The competition.
It's not.
What?
What do you mean, how is it coming along?
Oh, there's going to be riots in the street now. Everybody's going to I Am Tustin.
No.
They're not going to listen to us at all.
Little Miss Anne is just...
Dead in the water? Or it's still just a concept being fleshed out? At least tell us that much.
I mean... No, it was never a real thing.
Okay, so Tustinites, it's been about a year ago this February that me and your co-host / maybe just guest now,
That's me.
Anne, talked about what?
Miss Tustin, I'm
The Miss
guessing
Tustin competition.
by the lead up to this.
And who has 2 thumbs and has been asked
No!
to be judge of the Miss Tustin 2019 competition. This guy.
I can't believe you kept that a secret from me.
Can you believe it?
That's so mean that you didn't tell me.
I know. So it's been a couple weeks since I've learned this news.
When is it?
February 23rd.
Oh.
Saturday, February 23rd, all day. The competition takes place at night.
Wow.
The Miss Tustin gets announced again. What do you think of the Miss Renee? Princess? No, Queen? Queen Tustin? What do we call them?
Miss Tustin.
Just Miss Tustin?
Yeah.
How do you think Miss Tustin has done this past year? Renee Ramirez.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I see her at events. She's
done well.
Yeah, she's nice.
Yeah, she's done well.
Out there representing.
She had probably one of the best, what do you call it, part of the competition.
Talent?
Yeah, talent portion, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but still for me, my favorite talent was the Miss Tustin that was before her with the speed painting. I just love a good speed.
Oh, Emma Foss. No. But she wasn't in competition.
No, I'm saying the one before her, I loved her talent.
Yeah, but how many...
Miss Tustin that existed before her.
But how many Miss Tustin talents have you seen?
That's it.
Yeah, so a couple.
Yeah, but I like a good speed painting.
Yeah. So Emma Foss, she was former 2-time Miss Tustin.
So, but did they get rid of the bikini contest?
I thought this year might be the last.
So they're still doing it.
I'm not sure. So I talked to Jen. She will drop off the book that I need to read on how to be a judge.
Oh, you have to read a book.
I believe so. So this is one of the 18 I'm going to read this year. I think it's a book. It's about, how to be a judge, what we're looking for, parts of the competition, about Miss Tustin in general, I assume.
What did
I
you
believe
like
Jen
ask
said
to do
book.
this, or did she just pick you out of nowhere? How did this happen?
Well, they're a longtime listener, And we've become close over the years, I guess. So they're like, okay, this guy needs to be on
So they
there.
just asked you out of nowhere. Did you ask? Was this like an ongoing conversation?
I don't think it's out of nowhere, but I was...
Who approached who? How did it
in
come
my
about?
daily About Towns things, I was asked, hey, Nathan, can you blah, blah, blah. And I said, of course,
I'm
yeah,
saying,
if I could do
were
anything.
you like, hey, if you ever need me, I'd love to do it? Or
No,
did they
I
come
tell
to
everybody,
you?
if you ever need me, I need to do it. But this was kind of I think it was an email out of nowhere.
Oh.
But of course, I'm happy to do it.
Yeah. That's
Once I read the book, I'll be well informed on how to judge these kind of competitions. And then we'll do another follow-up podcast.
very cool.
Obviously, we'll both be there. Me in an actual, professional aspects of the competition. I will not be swayed by anybody's, even yours, but...
Maybe I can judge next year's.
Maybe Talkin Tustin will judge next year as well.
No, not talking Tustin, just me. I don't need you.
Because if you're co-host, you might have a bump.
I'll make my own decisions.
If not, because they listened to last year's episode. You were very harsh on the episode.
I was not harsh on the episode.
Okay.
I have opinions that I stated.
But also, within that year, you stated those opinions because you didn't want the bikini portion of the contest.
No, and then it stopped.
And it stopped.
Which is great.
And I believe this is the last year that anybody can actually do the bikini part of the competition. And then 2020, it stopped.
Good. I think that's wonderful.
So we're really looking forward to this.
Without that part, I have very few objections to...
Except for how many books they read during the
No,
competition.
that's just Little Miss Anne.
And their interpretations of
My
such
only-
literature.
God, yes, I would love to do that. My only point ever was that if it's a scholarship competition...
I think they've raised over 10 grand this year,
It should
and they're going to
be-
be giving it out.
So-
How great is that?
Which I'm saying, if it's a scholarship competition, we should be judging on scholarly attributes, not
Scholarly pursuits.
how you look in a bikini.
I'm a holistic practitioner, so I look at the whole person. So I maybe think a little bit differently than you.
No, I don't think that's
As a
why.
holistic
I don't think that's why
practitioner.
I'm pretty sure that's not why you think differently, sir.
Kind of rude. Anyways, that was the big news I've been holding on for at least a couple weeks.
Very exciting.
Hopefully I'm still a judge after this comes out.
I'm all for it. I think it's great.
We'll see. We'll be there that night, February 23rd.
Love it. I'm all for
I think they're giving out-
people getting scholarships and showing off their talents. I think that's amazing.
So Miss Tustin's raising more and more money. If you need somebody to donate to, they're a wonderful cause.
Good for them.
They're going to give out like $10,000 worth of scholarships that night.
That's amazing.
It's going to be all kinds of good stuff. Oh, and actually the Mixer is hosted by Miss Tustin and then sponsored by Banks Accountancy. So it's two of the Tustinite establishments we love.
How do I get a scholarship?
You tell me, Little Miss Anne.
Oh.
You got to create a 501c, I believe, start
Ugh,
getting
sounds like too much
money
work.
donated to you, and
Nope.
then create a scholarship fund.
I'm out.
It's not that hard. If you don't do it, who will? Who will,
Nah, I'm out.
Okay, so we kind of talked about... Okay, so that was the breaking news.
Very exciting. I'm very happy. I can't wait to go.
They're
and watch
fans. They're fans of the podcast. That's how we're on here, I feel like. That's why I'm a judge now.
Cool. I can't wait to go and see the competition.
Yeah.
Do I call it a competition? The show? What do I call it?
I'm not sure. We got to get back to you. I'll ask around.
I'm very excited to go and watch.
I guess you call it what you call it, but we will be crowning a new Miss Tustin.
Can I sit right behind you in the audience and pass you notes with my opinion on them?
I believe that's frowned upon because I will be part of the judges table, which is kind of like front center, away from the crowd, so I cannot be, swayed either way. And it's a whole day judging thing.
I will try to send you messages though,
Telepathy.
via
Nobody could see this. She's doing this thing.
Sorry.
She's doing the I'm looking at you, but she's pointing to her brain on her forehead and doing I'm looking at you, but with her brain.
From my brain to your
which
brain.
makes no sense.
I'm going to try to send you some
But I
messages
understand.
during the pageant of
No, for
what
sure.
I think you should be doing.
Yeah, so it's a whole day of judging. So what we missed
'Cause you
before
have
was
interviews.
interviews
No,
way
I know
early.
that. No, I know that.
And there's already been an interview panel interviewing these contestants even before
They
this.
talked about that during the thing.
Pretty nuts, right?
No, I knew that. They talked about it. You weren't paying attention.
Yeah, they got a lot of money to give away. So I want to say Little Miss Tussin every time, but just the Miss Tussin
Little
competition.
Miss
Can't
Anne,
wait. Little
who
Miss Anne,
will
which
it
one
be?
will it be? Anne. But okay, so that was the breaking news, and then the I Am Tustin coming up.
Okay.
They are the newest and fastest growing Tustin YouTube to date. We are still the number one Tustin podcast.
We're the only Tustin podcast.
One and probably only. But we're going to stop the podcast for a little bit. I think we're going to look at a couple of the I Am Tustin episodes and give our response
I don't know
here.
if you... Okay.
Okay. We just got back from watching 2 episodes of I Am Tustin, my new favorite YouTube series, maybe. So the Prez Bros are really catching some of the top businesses in Tustin. I don't feel like it's in direct competition because we get the we get the minutia that falls through almost, you know? We're at the bottom level, no?
Yeah.
Like, we get all the stories. We filter it down to what's exciting to the Tustinites, to the Double T's, you know?
Stop calling it the Double T's. I don't like it.
But during one of their episodes, they were saying, hey, if you want to be featured, like, contact us. Obviously, Talkin' Tustin should be featured, probably,
Crossover.
right? Yeah, we need a crossover. We'll be on their YouTube. They could be on our podcast, right?
We'll do it simultaneously. We'll podcast
interesting.
and film at the same time.
So they do have some awesome videography, videography, because they definitely have a drone. We were watching the Centro one, and it was like,
cool.
pulling back, and I was like, oh, wow.
Good sound effects, honey.
Yeah. So I am Tustin. I am Nathan. I am Talking Tustin.
All right.
Let's get on board. Let's follow these guys. Let's all grow Tustin together, right?
Sure.
All right. Were there any other... Oh, so yeah, we were just at the Black Marlin and just at Centro. Those are the I Am Tustin ones we just watched.
Cheese board at Centro is my new favorite thing.
It's not even cheese board. They have different kinds of boards.
I know. I like the cheese board the best, though.
I like the wine flight.
Yeah,
they have really good wine there. And then, according to I Am Tustin, sometimes he does just like a single batch wine.
Yeah, it's
That's
cool.
crazy. Good wine over there. Mm-hmm. And then we were also at Black Marlin.
Lovely Sunday walk
in the old garage. But what I love to see is the $1 shuck.
Well, we have to go tomorrow.
We'll have to go Monday. We'll have to do another episode. The $1 shuck night, Monday nights, $1 oysters, and then also
Tableside
Monday Night Magic.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm really excited about.
Well, maybe we'll be there tomorrow night.
I wonder if it's one magician, multiple magicians, you know.
There's only one way to find out.
So catch us at the Black Marlin every Monday night for
Oh boy.
$1 shuck and Magic Mondays? Magic Night Mondays?
I think it was called Magic Mondays, but you can call it that. I like it.
Magic Night Monday? That's your update. We're going to be coming out once a month.
Oh,
The Double T's can be checking in.
It's not Double T's.
All our fans are going to be very excited and sending in a lot of stuff once they get this episode released. And after that, I mean, we'll be coming at you. Tustinites.
Oh boy.
Anything to add?
I got nothing.
All right. We have nothing else. See you tomorrow, Tustin.
Bye.